want to start off and give all honors and praises to Yahawah, B'Hashem, Yahawashi, B'Hashem, RAWCHAA, QADASH. I want to give another double honors to the apostles and elders and GreatMillstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well. Enough respect and salutations out there to you sincere Akim that's pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. This is the brother Malachi. And here today, I don't want to make the lesson too long. I want to make it, short and kind of straight to the point, Lord willing. But I want to get into how, let's say, how right now we're building up the tabernacle of David right now. Everything is getting, everything is rising up. Now you can see YAHAWASHI, he's supping with the men of the Lord. He's giving them the understanding, the different breakdowns, and giving them the wisdom for them to go ahead and teach out there to the people, that the hopeful elect that are still out there, and to bring them into the marriage. Okay? So in this time that you're gonna see that the Israelites, the hopeful elect, they're gonna have to go through some things. They're going to have to go through some things. They're going to have to be purified. They're going to have to be made white. They're going to have to go through a lot of adversity. They're going to have to go through a lot of affliction. They're going to have to go through a lot of persecution, a lot of humiliation, a lot of things that are going to come to them. It's not going to come easy. And it's not going to be a cake. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be an easy walk in the park. You're not going to be able to just smooth through this. All right? This is going to be known in that day when in 2nd Ezra, I believe it's chapter 16, it says, then shall it be known who are my chosen. Because you're going to have a type of spirit on you for you to make it through all the things that is about to come. Many people are taking this for a joke. People think it's like a type of fag, or, this is really, your life is dependent on it. You can't turn around now and go back into the world. But if you do that, that's like suicide. You're done. You didn't count the cost. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to make it too long. So this is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. It reads, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So you can see it right now. These different Israelites camps going around, but mainly you see GreatMillstone, you see Men of Valor, you see these groups. You have other ones that's teaching on the same doctrine as well. But especially GreatMillstone and Men of Valor, you see the most edifying videos coming out. You see them teaching it. You see videos popping up day in and day out, throughout the day, clockwork. So the Most High have His Spirit upon these men, and they're pushing it out day in, day out. And you see a lot of the elect, they're coming in, they're starting to wake up from the nonsense from all these other Israelite groups that are out there, and they're starting to see it. Okay? So now you can see that the tabernacle of David is being raised right now. It has been fallen before, but now the ruins are being raised. And the Most High is making that come true. He's making it, the prophecy is coming true. We can see it right before our eyes. Okay? So let's jump into 2nd Ezra chapter 8. We're going to start at verse 8. It reads, for when the body is fashioned, now in the mother's womb, and thou givest it members, thy creature is preserved in fire and water. And 9 months doth thy workmanship endure thy creature, which is created in her. But that which keepeth and is kept shall both be preserved, and when the time cometh, the womb preserveth, delivereth up the things that grew in it. Right. This is the elect. They're coming out. They're gonna be refined. They're gonna come out brand new. You're gonna see them. This is in the scriptures that it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 16. And it says, then shall it be known who are my chosen. They're going to go through that adversity. They're going to go through that fire and water. Right now, they're being preserved right now. But when it comes time for them to go through all that affliction, they're still going to be preserved in that time. Salakia. They're still going to be preserved in that time, and they're going to make it through. That Salakia. That creature, which is the elect, will be preserved, and guess what? It will come out. Okay? And it says, verse 9, but that which keepeth, which is the elect, that great that is kept, and is kept, shall both be preserved, and when the time cometh, then shall it be known who are my chosen. That's when we're going to see and find out. The womb preserved, delivereth up the things that grew in it. That elect, the tabernacle of David. You're going to see it, especially in that day when all hell is breaking loose. When you see Esau comes in like a flood, this is when you're going to definitely see who the chosen are. Okay? So let's go ahead. Jump to 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 6. It reads, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full, and is full of good things. And that's talking about the kingdom of heaven. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. So now you got this strong, you got this long and narrow path. But on this side, you have fire. And on the other side, you have deep water. You fall on both sides, you done, you finished. Okay? Verse 8. And only one path between them both. That's that long and straight, narrow path. While you got the fire and the water on both sides. It says, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be, that there could but one man go there at once. So the hopeful elect, these men, they're going to have to go through all of that, but it's only going to be at once. You're not going to see a whole bunch of them just boom, 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 all at once. No. You got to go make it through there one at a time, following your next brother. That's why everything is in order. Okay? Verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? How is he if he doesn't go through all of this affliction? He doesn't go through all the persecution. How does he not go through all these things? Let's just say that. The terrible things that is getting ready to come upon the men of the Lord when Esau comes in like a flood. How is he going to be able to receive his inheritance? It's not going to be an easy walk with dangers on both sides. Not at all. Verse 10. And it says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. You're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to go through it. There's no way of turning back, because you turn back, you're going to get destroyed. So you might as well go through that go through that long and narrow path. It's just going to be a difficult path that you're going to have to go through. Okay? So let's go ahead and jump to Philippians chapter 1, verse 6. And it reads, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of YAHAWASHI. So if the Most High have called you, if he has called you to come do this ministry, to come and do the work, all right, to give charity, to be brotherly with the other brothers. Be confident of this very thing, that if he have begun a good work in you, he's going to perform it. Just as it says in Amos 9:11, he's going to build up the ruins of the tabernacle of David. You may be one of those men. And guess what? It says that he which have begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of YAHAWASHI. That's the day that the deliverance of the elect, of the 1/3. The rest of the 2/3 in the heathen are going to get destroyed here. Many of them, especially here in Babylon the Great. So that's why you need to be walking circumspectly and seeing the things and the times that we're in, because the things that the men of the Lord are about to go through, it's going to be just, it ain't going to be a easy walk in the park. That's the only thing I can tell you. This is the time to really be building up your faith, to not be thinking that this is just nothing but just a fad. This is not a game. You know, as my father would say, so boy, I take this again. So it's not a game. It's not a game. All right? So 2nd Ezra chapter 14. We're going to start at verse 14. And it's talking to you. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man and put off the weak nature. So I see the people, you may have a weak nature or something weak about you. Pray that the Most High get that part off you to build you to be strong, for you to have courage. Cast away the burdens of man. Don't worry about, pay your bills, pay your pay everything that you're supposed to pay until the time comes. You're going to know it. The Most High is going to put the Spirit on you for you to know that, hey, this is the time. You're going to be able to see it, the sign, everything you're going to be knowing, especially when Esau comes in. Okay? And it says, put out the weak nature and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Be ready. Verse 16, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. It's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. You're going to, man, look, it's not going to, trust me. Then shall it be known who are my chosen. Many people walking around here proud and thinking, oh yeah, man, I'm the elect, man. Just because you're called does not mean that you're chosen. The Most High is going to have to put his Spirit upon these men, okay? In order for them to endure until the end. It's going to be that hard. It's going to be a time that nobody has never seen. This links up with right here. That was what, Daniel chapter 12? So this lets you know right here. It says, verse 16, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look, Salakia, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age. You can look at the world. It's all in an uproar. The fishes and the whales, they drowning out onto the sea down. Now they're on the beaches. Fish is dying. The water's turning into blood. Animals dying. Animals going extinct. The moon phases. Everything is changing. The air quality, everything. So you can see that the world is becoming weaker through age. And that's just the world part. Not even looking at the people, not looking at the economy and all that. All that's falling. Everything is falling now. And it says, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So everything is falling. Why? This is the Most High visiting the earth again. He's visiting the earth, as the scripture says. He's visiting the earth which he made. Okay? This is the time that we are in. Verse 18. For the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasteth the vision to come, which thou hast seen. So this is coming. This is coming towards the men of the Lord. This is coming for Israel. This is coming for mainly the elect, the hopeful elect, the men that sigh and cry for the abominations that are done therein. Roughly paraphrasing. So when all this stuff starts to kick off, to go ahead and hit, right now what you should be doing, Philippians chapter 2, verse 15. Do all things, 14, Salakia. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. So right now, you see the men of the Lord. We're shining as lights. We're on the Salakia. We're on the tower basically. We're keeping watch. We're shining the light. We're blowing up the trumpet. Everyone sees the Israelites. So now, if you out there still being a nigga and shit, guess what? You're not following what the scriptures are saying. It says that ye may be blameless and harmless. You should be able to conduct yourself the way that a man of the Lord is supposed to conduct himself in this world. Use the world, but don't abuse it. Don't be out there trying to smoke with females. Don't be trying to just hook up with a whole bunch. This ain't the time for none of that. This ain't no time to be bullshitting right now. Stick in these scriptures. Read, study, pray, fast. Charity. All right. Verse 15 again. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. What's that crooked and perverse nation? That's Esau and his wicked system. All the things that are around, you should be able to conduct yourself as a man of the Lord. Even though all this stuff is going around. Forget it. It don't matter. It's all going to pass away. So just be as a pilgrim. Just go to work. Do your day-to-day things. But don't get caught up with the temptations that's out there in the world that'll make you go off. Okay? And it says, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. So in that day when Esau puts you on the news, the Israelites, persecution, everything starts to happen. You definitely going to shine as a light because the spotlight is going to be on you. So if you're not doing what the Lord is telling you to do, trust me, you're not going to be blameless in that day. You're not going to be harmless. They're not going to put you as a son of the Most High. Why? Because you out there living as if you are in the midst of that crooked and perverse nation. Okay? So Colossians chapter 1 verse 24. It says, who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of Hamashiach in my flesh for his body's sake, which is the church. So we're not just only laboring for only ourselves, we're laboring for the elect, we're laboring for the church, the whole body. Okay? And rejoice in the sufferings. Rejoice in the sufferings that's about to come. Rejoice. It's not a time to be scared. It's just a time to gird up thy loins, okay? And to keep the faith and keep pushing and endure to the end, because the things that are coming, you got to remember, you got that fire on one side, and then you got the water, that deep water, and you got that long, narrow path. If you fall on the wayside, the brother that's in front of you, or behind you, he's not gonna catch you. He's got to keep going. He got to keep going. That means you, as a person, you didn't keep the faith. Your strength was small. You fell by the wayside, and it's just ultimately through the Spirit, we ultimately know that you just wasn't of the elect. We just got to keep pushing until the end, like the scripture says. Those who endure until the end. Okay? So we're going to close out in this scripture. This is John chapter 16, verse 33. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation. So he's letting you know, in this world you're going to have tribulation. As the scripture says, through great tribulation shall ye enter into the kingdom. Roughly paraphrasing. But it's letting you know tribulation is coming. Persecution is coming. Humiliation is coming. Everything is coming towards the man of the Lord. Okay? Those who endure unto the end. Let's start over again at the top. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. So we're going to have peace in YAHAWASHI through his word, okay? In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. You should be rejoicing. You should be happy. Why? I have overcome the world. This is YAHAWASHI. He's saying he has overcame the world. Death has no sting upon us. We're going to live forever. Immortality. But in order for you to get all that, as it says, Salakia, back in 2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 7, the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand side and on the left deep water, and only one path, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man go there at once. Is this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance? If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance? So it's letting you know that this is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Even YAHAWASHI even told you, you're gonna go through tribulation. But guess what? Be of good cheer. He has overcame. So as long as you're in peace with YAHAWASHI, guess what? You should be in good cheer. This is a time of rejoicing right now, because we can see the signs going, everything they're passing. You can see the prophecies happening right before your eyes. This is a time of rejoicing, not a time of pulling back, not a time looking back. Rejoice, because the tabernacle of David is being raised up. Okay? So hopefully, I know I was jumping everywhere trying to get the point right, but hopefully everyone was edified from off this video. All right? So I want to give another double honors to the apostles and elders in GreatMillstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well. Enough respect out there to you, sincere Akim. Keep pushing this word. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Keep enduring until the end. Remember the Most High, if he woke you up to this, he's trying to make a good work in you. Not saying that you are chosen, but you have been called to do this ministry. Just keep pushing. Whatever talents that you have, just push. Push what the Most High has given you. You have a gift. If you're able to hear these words, you're able to see it, you'll make it. Have the faith. Lord willing, you're going to just keep the faith. Keep pushing. This is the Brother Malachi. Shalom.